Oh, that was it. In Christianity, in the book of Numbers, Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. He orders men to go and kill kill men, women, and any girl that has not been touched by men, who's a virgin, keep them for yourself. So if we're going to reject the Prophet Muhammad based on this premise, then we'll have to reject the God of the Old Testament, the Christianity, based on that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If we was to use the same standards. If we're going to say the Prophet Muhammad cannot be a true prophet because he married Aisha at 9.
I'm not
Yeah. If we use that, then Christianity, God stipulated taking little girls for yourself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But believe me, look, sister, the Prophet, trust me, how you feel, I know what you're saying. And I thought about this. I totally understand. Before I came to Islam, I had the same concerns. How? But when I looked into it, sister, and I looked into the dynamics and who the Prophet was, he married a woman who was 70 years old.
Yeah, you can still marry a child, you still have sexual attraction to a young person
if he did that, then why was his only wife, one of his wives was the only one that Aisha was 9? Why was other wives above, one was old 70, all of them were widows and divorces? If he had the inclination, why was only one of his wives? And not only that, why did he have to be a wife? He could have just done what he wanted with her, because he could say, I'm a prophet. He didn't. So which shows that his character in question, sister, is not what we think he is. Because we have white middle-aged men who are doing pedophilia and go to his countries, there is no way we can equate that to the Prophet Muhammad, because his character and who he was and his mission that he came with and how truthful he was, we look at that, we look at his life and his marriage with Aisha, there's not a single narration that Aisha says, he coerced me, he forced me, rather she was jealous, she would race with him, she would speak about good stuff. So the thing is,
couldn't that not be because obviously she's a young girl and you
if
can
that's
be easily manipulated?
That's true, it could have been, but if that's the case, why did it not ever come out even when he died? She could have said, you know what, all this time she stayed a widow. For the rest of her, she died a widow. It's not an impossibility. What we're saying is all I'm saying is one thing. Don't look at a 9-year-old today and a 9-year-old back then. If you do that, it's problematic. I'll be honest with you, even for me. If I look at a 9-year-old, I have a daughter, 7, and I'm thinking 2 years later, it would be problematic, but I know a 9-year-old Aisha is not the 9-year-old today. Believe me, it's not.
So when you mean, sorry,
No, please.
When you mean not a 9-year-old, do you mean she was
She was an adult. No, she was an adult. Look, like I said before, you will have 12-year-olds
yeah, I completely understand
that are fully, look, let me tell you something, they are more developed than certain women.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the following, but is she not under the legal age? Do we not have
Do you not know that would still hurt the girl,
I'm not talking about...
physically?
What I'm saying is this. If that was the case, the Prophet would never marry her at 9. The fact that he waited 3 years means that she was sexually, mentally and physically ready to be married.
At the age of 9?
At the age of 9. But